Hello guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Please remember to like, subscribe and share this video. In this video we'll be making the single crochet stitch. So I have my foundation chain here already. I'll be dropping the link in the description box below on how to make it. Then I have my stitch marker, my crochet hook and my ball of yarn. So this is the slip knot. I'll count my chain now. We have the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So I have 10 chains here already. I'll be putting my stitch marker in the first chain so that I'll be able to work on 10 chains equally in each rows. So you insert your hook in the last chain you made, in the last loop. This is the wrong side of the work. Please let's take note of this. This is the wrong side and this is the right side. So you make sure the right side is facing you. Then we have an additional chain to our work. For every single crochet stitch we make, we have an additional chain. We call it a turning chain and it's always a single chain. So we have one turning chain for the single crochet stitch. So I have 11 chains all together. So I'll be starting my single crochet stitch from the second, that's the first, the second chain from the hook. When you say the first and the second, please take note of that. The first one is the turning chain and the second one is where we are starting from. You insert your hook with your other 2 fingers. You hold the lower end of the yarn to secure your yarn. Your hook goes under the yarn. Turn it with the hook facing downward. Then you pull through the loop gently. Then you have 2 yarns like this on top of your hook. You go beneath the yarn again, yarn over, then you pull through those 2 yarn. So make sure your hook can pass through the loop easily. Then you use your stitch marker on the first stitch you make on the first loop so that you'll be able to know the first stitch you made, so that for you to have a straight edge. Then you insert your hook in the second chain. You can roll your yarn over whenever it comes off your hand. Then your hook goes beneath, turn it, then you pull through gently through the loop. So we have 2 yarns on our hook, yarn over again, then you pull through gently. Make sure it is not too tight and not too loose. You insert your hook again, you yarn over, you pull through the loop gently. You have 2 strands of yarn on your hook, yarn over again, then you pull through. Insert your hook again, pull through the loop, then you pull through the 2 strands of yarn on your hook. Although I doubled my yarn here, but just see it as a single strand of yarn. I doubled it so as for you to be able to see what I'm doing clearly. So you continue your work till you get to the end where your stitch marker is. So I'll meet you at the other end where the stitch marker is. So when you get to the last stitch, the last chain, you remove your stitch marker, you insert your hook, yarn over, you pull through, then you pull through again. After the first row, you make sure your hook can pass through easily you make another chain 1, which is our turning chain. You turn your work, then you start from the next loop from the chain. Can you see the way the loops are? These 2 strands here, you pass your hook beneath it. So you start from the first, that loop you put your stitch marker, where you remove the stitch marker from. Please do not make the mistake of putting it inside the turning chain. You insert your hook again in the first chain. Always take note of where you insert your stitch markers. Then you continue your work. You pull through, then you pull through again. Insert your hook, yarn over, you pull through, yarn over, then you pull through again. Insert your hook, yarn over, then pull through. So I'll meet you at the other end where my stitch marker is. So I'm ready at the last stitch now. So I remove my stitch marker and then I'll make the last single crochet stitch. Then over again to our turning chain, chain 1, you turn your work, then you insert your hook in the first stitch you remove your stitch marker from, then you put your stitch marker again in that first loop you made, the first stitch you made for the 3rd row. So I have 8 rows of single crochet here, and we can see that it formed 4 layers. Can you see that? I have 4 layers here, and every layer it is a 2 row of single crochet. Thank you guys for watching, and please remember to like, subscribe and share this video. Thank you.